Hey, what's up, Mr. Depressed? I'm surprised you're up. You normally sleep. Oh yeah, Damon wasn't playing no games. He was immediately on it. Jeffy had triggered me yesterday. He had commented on my Aqua Not video, and he was like, "I like this video. This is a good video." I was like, you know what I replied back with? Can y'all guess what I replied back with? My bad. I forgot you guys can't hear me if I don't. I forgot you guys can't hear me if I don't put my headphones into my controller. But I was saying, what's good with it, Mr. Depressed? I'm surprised you're up this late at night. I was also talking about the I had a comment from Jeff yesterday. Jeff, you know, and he came in there and he was like, nice video. I really like the video. And I was like, I can you guys guess what I had commented back as? I was like, I was like, I responded back like triggered, all caps. I was like, bro, you didn't even tell me about the fucking video. I constantly stress this every time I be asking people to leave comments. If you're gonna leave a comment, try to help me out, bro. Help a brother out. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to see if my content is getting better for you guys. You feel me? I think it's getting better, but I don't know unless you guys tell me. You be like, oh yeah, your content is shit. Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna stop making content like this. Or oh, this is that shit. You need to make more of this. Alright, cool. I'm gonna pump out more videos like this. What's good with it? The what? It's right above general, so that's the first thing people can see before they even before people can even start talking. They're gonna see my rules, and they also gonna see my 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 streaming schedule on there. So it's the rules to the server and my streaming schedule. Works out perfectly. But that's what I'm saying though, Mr. Depressed. How am I supposed to know if it's not shit or not? You guys don't tell me these things. Gee, cause that nigga definitely did not need to clap back. No, everybody forgot about it. They let it go. They moved on. Gee, cause that nigga definitely did not. That nigga got blasted, and then who the fuck told him not to reply back? Jay Prince. Yeah, Jay Prince is like, don't even do it, bro. You gonna be right in your grave, my nigga. Nah, G, he trying to save his career, bro, because that would have been a career ender. Pusha T would have pushed this shit in, bro. Pusha T would have pushed this shit in, bro. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing today? I know y'all see my glasses. I'm trying to get it fixed. This is like my first pair of glasses, like my actual pair of glasses and shit. But like, yeah, as you can see, one of the legs had broke, so I got to put tape on that bitch to get that motherfucker to sit on my face. So yeah, that shit feels good, boys. Feels real good. But without further ado, let's get on with the story. So we're gonna continue right where we left off. Uh, What the fuck? What the fuck? Can you guys see anything? Can you guys see that? I don't want to... Yeah, you guys can't see that for some reason. Hmm. Hold on. I got an idea. So, just give me 1 second, guys, because my thing was not working correctly. You guys couldn't see my screen. There it is. There we go. There we go. Bam. What the fuck? Oh. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, okay, let's continue. Yeah, Mr. Depressed, I really want to be able to make sure I make good stuff for you guys, man. So, without further ado, let's continue with the story. I don't trust this place, boy. This place looks super suspect. Like, low-key, this place look like it's super suspect, bro. Like, they out here in the jungle. Find help. What else is around here? I said, huh? I guess I ain't got a choice but to interact with this door. Somebody's there. I see the light on. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just ring it again. Hey, how do you guys feel about him? You think he's shady? You think this guy is up to no good? Follow him, huh? Is there anything else I can do? Nope. I guess we ain't got a choice now, do we? Damn, G. Homie ass, big as hell. I bet he was a construction, I bet his ass was a construction bot. Hey, do you guys trust him? I don't know, bro. This super suspect. In the basement, bro. He wanted to take me down to the basement. Bro, this... Wait, hold up. What was that? Go back. Okay, neatly stacked books. Nothing of interest popped out? No, not yet. Yeah, G, I think he gonna be on something with her, bro. I'm scared. I don't like it either. I don't think I should have told her that. Ooh, bros. Let me see. What do they see? Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. Huh. Ooh, boy. I hope I'm not sending her off. Yeah, I don't want her to die. Fuck, dude. I knew it. Oh, no. I fucked up, guys. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Somebody help me. No, no. There's gotta be something. Anything. Alice, do something. Somebody, no. No. Oh my God. No, 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 no. No, stop. What are you doing? She's a little girl. Oh no, no, no. They didn't give me too many options, guys. Find a way to escape. Aha! Push this shit. Okay, I need to find something. Anything. 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 Yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me something, something. No, I can't risk it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. No, 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 no. Something, something. Give me something. Anything, anything. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me. Bruh. This can't be it. Something of interest. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me something. Anything. Okay. Another thing of interest. Kara, please. Something. Anything. Please. Dude, my heart is pounding so fast. I don't want her to forget. Don't forget, Cara. Please don't forget. Okay. This is great. There we go. There we go. There we go. Sparking memories. There's something in there. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, Cara. You're almost there, girl. I could leave. But then, if I leave her, the little girl is definitely going to die. I can't leave her. It's just him. Damn it, I should have left out the door. She almost got her whole name back. She almost got her whole name back. I have to follow instructions. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. What's this up ahead? No, 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 no. Oh, the door was locked anyway. Just realized the World Cup starts today. Yeah, I know. So that's what he is. Okay. So I'm not gonna go in there. What's up, Elm City? I know where he is now, so I'm not gonna go to him. I'm gonna go. Hopefully, I can find her. I can find Alice. That's what I need to find. Once I find Alice, I gain back all my memories. Where's Alice? Is she over here? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Hey, which one of you guys had which one of you guys disliked the video? I know it's only you guys up in here, man. Which one of y'all had disliked the video? I can't go this way yet. Something else I can do? Anything. Oh no! No, 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 no. He's gonna kill her in 10 minutes. No! Oh my god! I gotta save her. Fucking fuck. Hurry up, hurry up. Yes, okay, there's stuff. Oh my god, my heart is beating so fast. Wait, yes. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, that's... Oh, shit. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. My name is Kara. She remembers! Find Alice. I gotta find Okay, he's sleeping. Shit. 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 No, 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 no. Put that shit down. Put it down. I don't care. Fuck. Shit, dude. This shit is intense. Yeah, bro. I gotta save this girl's life before 10 minutes is up. If I don't, she's going to die. The fuck was that for? No! How much time? 6 minutes. Where is she? Yes! I found her! I fucking found her! Holy shit. I'm good, Ragnar. I'm good, Ragnar. Holy shit, I fucking found her. Holy shit, boys, we found her. Shit, dudes. Get off me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, I did it. Shit. Shit, dudes. Fuck. Boys. That shit got hella intense. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Whew. Shit, okay. I did that. I moved. Go, 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 go. Fuck, I fucked up! Holy shit, dudes. We did it, boys. We did it. We fucking did it, boys. I thought we lost her. Oh, shit, dude. I thought we lost her. This would have been my death right here. One of these two would have been my death. There's a lot of different outcomes that could have happened if I would have made the wrong choices. Whew. Boy, this shit got intense. This shit got hella intense. Damn. Now that was a gaming experience right there, boys. That was worth $60. I'm still shaking. Um, should rather walk through the rain than to be covered up by him, huh? So this is his home, huh? Oh, he has a dog, a Beethoven. He tried to end his life? Traces of alcohol. His heart is still moving. Yo, Golf Walker, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Official Proud, what's up, man? Back boobs, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. You're drunk, dude. There's not too much you can do. Yep. Uh, there we go. Making progress, boys. Uh, oof. Niggas still talking about wars. Album blues. Song building. Hank loves jazz. Okay, that's good to know. Hank really loves jazz. Okay. Let's see if I can interact with his computer. Nope, they're not going to allow me to do that. That's too Snoopy. He's a real slob. Oh, he had a son. Oh, he lost his son. Looks like I missed something before I got in. I missed a couple things, actually. Yeah, it was a couple things that I missed. This is Marcus right here, boys. This is the one y'all wanted. This the real android right here, my dude. You see him? He leading a rebellion, my dude. I'm gonna just follow her for right now. Alrighty, boys. We're gonna get ourselves inside that warehouse. So far, so good. Alrighty, we made it. Would be spotted. There we go, Marcus. I did what needed to be done. It was split-second decision making. I had no choice. They did, but I didn't have too much of a choice. I didn't have too much time to think about what I was going to do. Join the revolution, brother. Get down with the cause. Yeah, I was going to take him anyway. He your brother. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Marcus. Can't go that way. That's the key I need. So they're giving me 3 options to deal with the guards. Shit. Take that. Y'all take a good night's rest. Yeah, I know. Boy, that was some quick time decision making. I have to keep. Okay. We got the blue bloods. We got the spare parts. I killed somebody. I killed somebody. There we go. That's right. Stand up for your rights. You wanna? Who wanna? There was a couple different outcomes that could have happened too. We could have all got caught and probably got killed. I could have went with only the blue buds. I wonder what would have happened if I would have had. I wonder what would have happened if I would have pushed that guy back out there. I guess we'll never know. The sexiest androids. The fuck? We just follow Hank for right now, I guess. Critical damage, critically damaged. There's a lot of drinks. That's it. Hank, come on, bro. Why you walk in my way? Cardiac arrest. Deceased. Michael Graham. What am I looking for? There it is. Severe bruising. Huh? Victim was strangled. So someone was strangling him. They got up. Shit. Oh, I get why he thinks that. This one. You would have saw it. Yep. You only other one. Oh, there's no game audio? Holy shit, wait, why didn't no one tell me that the audio wasn't on this whole time? Nobody said anything. Dude, I have been streaming for like a whole hour. No one said anything. That's super crazy. Thank you, Rag. Thank you, Rage. Oh, you going to bed, Damon? I'll see you later, bro. A safe door. Still no audio? Hold on real quick. Oh, I see it. I see it. You know what I'm going to have to do then? I'm going to have to knock down the stream and then bring it literally right back up. So I'm going to knock it down and then bring it right back up. So we'll be right back. Yo, Rage, can you hear it now? You should be able to hear it now. Let me.
Also,
Wait, so
like,
y'all.
Izuki,
Yes.
do you think
These kind of criminals, such as rapists, pedophiles, and murderers, deserve to be experimented on for medical research without their consent.
Truthfully? Yes.
why?
get this nigga out his own server, bro.
Wait, why?
Because they have no empathy for human life. So the least they can do is help out human life further
by giving us a chance to find things that can help push the medical boundaries further than we were before. Some of the greatest medical advances in history were during the Holocaust, unfortunately, right? Because they were able to test out numerous amount of things on people and not have to worry about the consequences because they didn't need them to sign consent. There was no worry about them dying or not because they were planning on killing them anyway. So if they didn't die from it, they found out that this thing helps improve people's lifespans. They
Wait,
were
so
able
you
to
just
find
killed your own
a,
argument.
a fuck ton of different type of medical advances, from different treatments that they can try on children to different treatments for middle-aged people, younger people, older people, all different ages, different sizes, different weight classes, all of that. And that all came from just within a short amount of time when they had pretty much all the Jewish people inside those concentration camps, which is why after the Holocaust they did not revoke most of those doctors' licenses. They just had to promise that they wouldn't do some dark shit like that again.
Okay, so I get where you're coming from, where like greatest events were made, but I feel like the argument was killed when you compared what we're talking about to the Holocaust, which has to be like the greatest tragedy in the world.
The reason why I say that is because of them being able to experiment on people without any type of negative recoils. There was nothing
Okay,
that would have happened to them for doing that.
okay, so yeah,
What
no,
you
I get that,
guys
but like I
were
understand what you're saying.
proposing
Like
was
I
if
get
they
that,
were the worst of the
but
worst, which is literally something like someone who went into somebody's house, sprayed every single body, and then went home and didn't pretend like nothing ever happened, or somebody who went to a school, saw a little girl and took her, or
okay, so I can
somebody who
understand
was
that,
out
but
here just kidnapping people, keeping them in their basement, and then after they didn't starve them, they do all type of sick, demented ass shit to them or something like that. Like you're talking about the worst of the worst type of people. Now, don't get me wrong. It's inhumane to do something that would be quote unquote uh, evil, right? But these people have no empathy for
Evil.
but these people have no empathy for
Evil.
human life as it is.
Oh
you
The
said
shit.
most
we
the
shouldn't have it.
most contribution that they can offer to human society is to help advance it further. That's the best contribution that they can offer because they weren't gonna do anything but be a plague to Earth in the first place. What were they doing to help society? You go to school, you go to work, you have family, you create some type of way to be able to keep society moving forward. These people are literally finding ways to either regress it or destroy it altogether. With their contribution, whether they wanted to contribute or not, they can help push a society light years ahead of where it's supposed to be. But
Okay,
that's forward thinking,
your
right?
point,
That's
your
that's
point makes sense in a twisted
again, that's what I'm saying.
Nazi
These are
doctor kind of way.
yeah. I mean,
So hold on,
it's the same thing. It's
let
the
me
same
say why
thing. It's
my
the same
point
thing with it's the same
exists.
thing with like clones, right?
Let
Clones
me
would be
finish saying why my point
humans.
exists. So I agree with you. I understand where your point's coming from, but who
Hmm.
puts us in the role of deciding what that person's fate is? How does, if we can be repulsed by the fact that they have no empathy, how does having no empathy in return make us any better than that person?
Okay, so do we have death sentences?
Yes, and I don't support the death sentence.
Okay, do we also have sentences where you sit inside of a cell and you rot to death?
Do people who
Ooh.
rape children deserve that sentence? Yes.
So
But do they deserve to be experimented on with
you would
unknown
rather
causes,
call
possible
stress
pain?
you would rather call stress on society by us feeding this man 3 meals a day, paying for his education, paying for his lights, his food,
Doesn't have
everything
to be
else.
educated.
Huh? No, they
He
do.
doesn't
They
have to
get
be
that.
educated.
No, they get that inside there.
We'll take away their education.
That you can't. That's a part of the
I
thing.
mean,
That's
we
inhumane if we
also
do.
can't
Remember,
like experiment on them.
we fight for cellmates' rights. There are whole policies in place to try to protect people who are in jail.
Yeah.
So
It depends on what state and what prison they go to. A lot of them, honestly, have had them pretty severely
So I
cut.
understand that angle of it, and I can
and
understand that
so
like,
the do you know how much money we spend on a single inmate? Just
do
on
you know
an
how much money we'll
individual.
spend on medical equipment and the replacement of prisoners? Eventually, how many more people are we gonna run through before we run out of people to experiment on, and then we start turning to the actual,
So let me
like the
let me
actual
let me
people?
ask you this. Let
I
me
feel
ask
like,
you
I feel like
this.
that is a part of that because those people that we're discussing are actually a minority in jail. Most of the people in jail are not those
Right,
people.
Like how many?
right,
We
right.
eventually will run out
But
of
that's what I'm
prisoners. So
saying.
what do we do?
With those types of peoples, the science is at a point where we can preserve people. I'm not saying that like where we should be going out of our ways to try to make somebody paraplegic, but science is at a point where they can pretty much do whatever they want to a human being. They just don't have the rights to, because it's inhumane, right? It's frowned upon in in most common society. But if we were given permission to be able to help prevail society forward with the small minority, because we just said it ourselves, that's a small minority. That's literally less than 1% of the American population, and even less in any other form of society. So we're talking about maybe like at the most like 1,000 something people, like probably at the most, right? So those 1,000 something people are gathered up and they run different types of experiments to be able to test to see what happens to the human if these types of experiments were used. If the tests are successful, then it can advance society forward. Okay, so this is what happens when someone has type 2 diabetes and is treated with this experimental type of drug, because we can't get the same results from monkeys or any other type of animal, even though they have a 98% DNA close to ours. That 2% makes a hell of a difference. If you take any type of biology classes in college, that 2% makes all the fucking difference. So you not being able to understand what was the difference will literally cause whether or not if Susie is able to survive a lung transfer or a heart transfer or some shit like that, or if she's going to be able to survive because her mother used to eat fast food every day and she comes out with diabetes or some shit like that, or somewhere down the line you get cancer and you did nothing wrong, but there's no treatments for cancer because we aren't allowed to try out all different types of shit unless somebody's on their deathbed and they're like, hey, we have these experimental drugs that you can try. We're not going to tell you that it's going to work, but it's a shot, right?
So we're giving okay. So
Because we do that on people who are on their
we're giving
deathbeds.
the
They bring
government
those types
the
of things
right
to them and
to
ask them.
experiment. The government would fucking love to do that, right? They would love to experiment on humans. They can't do it because, as you said, it's morally frowned upon. Now,
Actually, no.
when
A prison. Depending on the
Wacko, let me
prison,
finish.
the state owns the prison, not the government.
So
Actually, and
Okay,
also,
it,
your state government is your government, and depending on the prison, that's actually a private company.
yeah, most prisons nowadays are private companies,
so
which
we're
is
letting
why
private companies.
1.4 million people are locked up. And out of those 1.4 million people, there's at least what is it, 75% of that population of people that are locked up for non-violent drug charges. And even out of that percentage of people, 90 plus percent, I don't know the exact number, but it's a
But like
strong
doing this
number of
in itself
minorities
doesn't
that's in
sound
jail.
so bad, right? You're like, oh well, it's just the worst of the worst. This opens up doors.
Open up the doors to what? Let me hear your
Okay,
explanation.
so it opens up doors. Like I said, we're going to run out of people eventually to do this shit on. This opens up doors for more shit to happen. Like, okay, so it starts out with medication, and then it
Okay.
starts out with like, oh, what if we want to test the endurance or limit of a human body in not so humane ways? You compared it to the Holocaust. The experiments that they did in the Holocaust
We're the worst of the worst.
were the
But
worst of the worst,
they
and they
discovered
were for
a
medical
whole I
advancement,
mean
like you said.
yeah, they discovered a whole lot of shit. It's frowned
Okay,
upon in the medical industry, but they can't deny the advances that they got from it. You can't deny
okay,
results. That's one thing you can never do.
you
It's
become no
how
worse than
you
the
got
people
those
you're doing it. You
results.
become just as bad as the people
You
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 do it
can't
to.
you can
But
progress in
that's the
life.
that's
You
the
can't
that's
progress
the
in submission
thing.
without sacrificing something in the process.
Exactly.
That is
You
the
can't.
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You can
Okay, let
advance
me ask
without
you this. Let me ask
sacrificing
you this. Let
something.
me ask you this.
Oh,
If you
not. It
work
depends.
if you work three
But
jobs,
medical
if you
reasoning.
no, I'm gonna put it in the most basic way possible. If you work three jobs, right? Do you have any time for anything else? There's 24 hours in
Confused.
the
What'd you
day.
say?
You work three individual jobs. Do you have any time for anything else?
I mean, I'm assuming you'd have time to sleep.
How? You work three jobs.
Suki, working three jobs is not compared to what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, no,
No,
you
no,
have.
just
Because
Just
listen,
let me
listen out.
let me
Listen to what he
finish.
said. Yeah.
Just let me finish. So you're working three jobs, right? What did
okay,
you have to sacrifice in the progress of gaining those three jobs? You have to sacrifice sleep. You have to sacrifice social life. You have to sacrifice an education. But your gain was the money that you wanted, right? That's what you wanted. That's what you sacrificed to get the results that you wanted. Now, in the progress, you're going to destroy your body, you're going to destroy your social life, and you might even destroy yourself, but you're going to get what you want if you continue to do it, right? Now, let's look at every single society that was ever created. America, how was it made?
You're sacrificing in revolution.
Motherfuckers came here, raped everything that fucking moved, killed everything else, and then it completely wiped the board clean.
Yeah, there
And
was a
then
war
boom,
that happened in order to
America.
become America.
Now, would you want to live anywhere else in the world? Probably. But are there like at least like 50%, I want to say at least like half of the world would want to be in the States? Yes. Most of them who come to the States want their citizenships. They get mad at us when we say that we don't like being Americans because they came here wanting to be that. They want to be us. And I'm not saying that to say that we're higher place than them. I'm just saying that through all the blood, through all the sacrifices, through all the people who died in the progress to make
okay,
America to what America is today, and we know how ugly and disgusting the history of America is, we would not be the country that we were is today if they did not do the things that they had to do.
oh,
Someone has to do the dirty work to get to where we are.
okay, okay. So the prison thing, I'm gonna separate from right now. The Holocaust, even though it medically advanced, took innocent people, horribly disfigured them for
Mm-hmm.
medical advancement,
Mm-hmm.
and you're telling me that it was medical advancement, but be- but because it advanced, even though it was off the death and disfigurement and ruining of families and lives, it is somehow still no one can deny that. I fucking deny that. And here's why I deny that, because it is at the cost of people's families,
Mm-hmm.
their lives,
Mm-hmm.
who were innocent. So these are innocent people.
That's why it was inhuman. But
Right.
you can't compare an innocent human to someone who was like
Okay, but here's the thing. Zuki did
unempathetically
compare it,
kill
wacko.
someone or commit a crime that
Right.
seems.
Wacko.
But you're trying to.
Zuki
But
did
now
compare
what
it
you're doing right
immediately.
here, Tasumi, is you're comparing an innocent bystander
Okay.
to a criminal. A
Hold on.
But
criminal is
Hold on.
no,
somebody
but
Hold on.
who.
see,
Hold on.
but
Hold on.
Zuki, you
Hold on.
compared it.
Hold
Pierce,
on.
Pierce,
Hold
Pierce.
on.
Okay.
Hold on. So now we're jumping on Tasumi. So
No,
now
no,
I
no,
have
no.
All
I'm
right,
not. I'm
sorry.
not. I'm not jumping on him. I
I'm
was
not. I'm just
saying.
saying. I'm saying there's two of you with this position, so I have to take his.
Oh yeah.
So in
Okay.
rebuttal to that is now if you're gonna take a person and without their consent, remember we said without their consent,
Right.
and experiment on them and for medical reasons or right, even if it's for the greater good. If you were in that position and you say you are this bad person, would someone who cared about you want that to happen to you? And if they had some way of knowing that that was happening to you, would that or would that not cause them distress? And
Well,
now,
yeah.
do you think that it's okay to cause distress to people who did not do anything to, so that you can reach a certain end?
So you're saying that the people who are going out of their way to commit the worst types of crimes are have individuals that are concerned about them, correct?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
But let's put it
Well,
in perspective here. Let's say you ask someone who had a life sentence and couldn't get out of prison no matter what shape or form, and you ask them, "Hey, would you like to do this experiment?" Blah blah blah. I
If I
mean,
was in that position, I'd say no.
what else do they have to lose? They're in prison, stuck in there. There's many more chances that they're stuck there rotting for life. You can get tortured and help out in life, or get stuck in prison forever and just rot
What?
away, or get
Wacko,
raped.
you just
Because
literally killed your
See
argument.
literally in prison, what
that.
can
So
what can
Wacko,
so
you
you
say?
so
just
Hold on,
killed your
hold on, hold
argument.
on, hold on. That's like a that's a
that's not the
different.
best.
Also,
Well,
I
also
yeah.
get
that's
I get
I
also
I
that's
just
a
want to
You just
say,
said torture.
also hold on,
That's
hold on.
not what we're
Also,
well, not
talking
torture,
about.
also
but like as
hold
in,
on.
I'm
Also,
saying it
okay.
also
for
that's
you because
So in the
also
because
that's
of
a
how the
regards,
Holocaust they
okay,
tortured
go
them.
ahead, make
also
your
that's a
first. Let Pierce make his statement,
thing.
and then
But
you
also
can
that's
rebuttal.
a Waco.
Yeah, I know it
That's a
was a weak
that's
statement.
a not really as weak. It's kind of irrelevant because it's a reframing of the it's a reframing of the debate, right? Because that's not
Hmm.
what we're debating. We're not debating should they have that option. We're debating about whether or not if you have them somewhat in your possession, say inside your prisons or whatever, should you do this to them, right? Because we were on consent. No matter what we would argue, we would say, "Oh, that's a slippery. I'm not sure if we should give governments or private companies or states or whatever that sort of power." Blah 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 blah. But ultimately, it would come down to the person to say yes or no, and that's a totally different decision and set of, you know, like ethical statements as to whether or not you should say yes or no, right? But we're talking about you, the person, should you support taking these people and experimenting on them for medical reasons without their consent?
Okay, so uh, Wago, did you have an immediate rebuttal, or can I speak?
No, I made a pretty redundant statement. Stuff
Okay,
from that.
all right. So in regards to what you had stated earlier about the distress on the tenets of the people who are quote unquote the worst of the worst, right? I would ask you uh, before these atrocious acts were committed, uh, did they think of the individual at hand, right? Because whenever anything has happened, you always have to think of the outcome. And when you don't think of the outcome, things happen without, uh, I guess, without consequence in your mind because you're not thinking of what will happen directly after you do such a thing. So, for instance, if I punch a person, there's a variety of things that just went off in their head, and how they respond is how they respond. But I should expect a response in some way, shape, or form, even if they choose not to do something. That was a choice. That was a choice that they made not to respond back to me, even though I did something to them, right? So if I went into someone's home and sprayed everybody, I know that there will be consequences to my actions if someone found that I deliberately went into innocent people's homes. I have no animosity towards these people. I have no reason to be doing what I'm doing. I just chose this family because I just was like, man, I don't know why. I just want to kill this family in particular. I go into their home and I kill everybody. And I don't just spray them. No, I deliberately go out of my way to do the most sick, sadistic ass shit possible. There are people like that in this
Hmm.
state, and you know this. We all know this. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of cases of people who do this type of shit that gets the privilege of sitting in a cell and rotting, while we taxpayers, hardworking individuals, have to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to take care of these murderers, these rapists, the worst of the worst. We have to pay for them to survive because that's the right thing to do. That's the humane thing to do, right? To take care of other individuals who went out of their way to go do sick, sadistic, twisted shit to innocent people who had no animosity towards them, who had no, you did nothing to them. You did nothing to cur their rage. You just decided to take these people. You decided to see a woman on the street and you took her. You took her. She ain't do nothing to you. She ain't say nothing to you. Oh, but she
Okay,
provoked me. Why? Because her skirt was just a little too short, or her breast was just
okay.
looking a
I
little
have
too
a
tender.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the whole entire taxpayer point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my question is still, what and who gives us, the taxpayers, the right to decide these people's fate any
That's the
more than
same
it
thing
gave?
back to the
Hold on,
murder
Wacko, let me
So,
finish.
go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me finish, guys, before you interrupt me
Yeah.
again.
All right.
So my point is, who they, you can say it's the same thing as them deciding that person's fate, but if we're condemning this person for deciding that person's fate earlier, how can we not condemn ourselves for deciding their fate and not compare ourselves to them? Because
So,
we're doing it without their consent, and they raped someone without that person's consent, and we're experimenting on them with unknown causes.
It
So
wouldn't
when
really
that
matter what
guy,
the expensive. It's the argument is going to be really solely based on the fact that they did something to someone without their permission that caused harm, pain, suffering, and now
so we can do the
we're
same.
going to yeah inflict on someone else, which is basically just
okay.
boils down to
So
essentially eye for an eye.
you write it down as, do we have the right to decide if someone should be punished or not? Correct.
No, I write it down as not punished because they're already being punished by put in prison. I am
Mm-hmm.
asking if we have the right to, without consent, which is what like someone who raped already did, if we have the right to decide,
Oh, Tim.
if we have the right to decide,
Go ahead.
if
Finish. If we have the
um,
right to
I
decide.
got distracted by two. If we have the right to decide their fate, like they decided that person's fate,
Okay.
does that make it? They decided that person's fate against their will, and
Right.
they chose a terrible fate.
Right.
So how does it make this any better?
Right.
If we
So
can't
Because
decide
But
that
we're
person's
responding.
fate,
again,
It,
it's their thing was for personal gain. They did that for themselves. When they killed those people, when they raped those people, when they took that little girl, all of those were for personal gain. It was for their own egos, something
see what
to
is
feed
more.
into themselves. When we do it, is to help propel society, not an
which
individual,
is our
not one
personal
person.
gain.
That's not a personal gain of one individual. That is for everyone across the board. That helps
But you
everyone.
can't make
It
everyone
helps
without
relieve
like
the stress
people.
on society in terms of taxpayers. It helps bring us closer to getting technological advances that we might need, that we can't test because we don't have people who can ethnically test these things upon, right? We don't have the things to be able to do these things. And now someone can make the argument that, well, we can make clones, but then the same thing would apply again because they're technically still human. They're not born uh, genetically, right? But they're not born through a natural process. They're artificially made, but they're still human. They have to go through a nursing process, and they have to be brought up from a child and then grown up into an
So
adult and then be
when we say
tested
worst
upon,
of the
right?
worst, our
But
original thing was
no, the reason why I bring that up is because one is a clean slate. It never was supposed to exist. We made it. And then the other one is something that somebody else had made of themselves. They decided to become this person or that thing of whatever they are. And
that's
that's
not what
who.
I'm talking. I'm talking about sentences in themselves. So when we say the worst of the worst, what we're talking about is the death penalty, which I'm not going to get into the whole entire death penalty subject, or life sentences. Oh shit, hold on. And my point is three drug charges, and you are considered life sentence. So does that person deserve to get experimented on?
That's not what we made the case
But
on.
but that was our original discussion, actually. Life
No, the
sentences
original the
and death
original
sentences.
discussion was for the worst of the worst.
No, like Zuki, the original discussion was life sentences, death sentences. They just explained it the original way back.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then
So
no.
like, yeah, oh, I forgot. I
Each
guess
it
you
would
didn't
go
explain
by
it
a
to you
case
like
by
that.
case scenario. That's how you would go about judging that. If you was to consider
And,
using.
but also, here's the thing about with the policy thing. We're talking not just on our own personal thing. We're talking about a government system. Now know that power rotates, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, say we get a Trump in there, right? And he's gone on record
Whew.
saying that he agrees with the president of the Philippines that drug dealers deserve to be fucking killed. So is Daquan who sells Nicks up there by the corner store, if he gets caught, like if he gets caught maybe like 3 times, is he fucked now? Like is he gonna be eligible now? Like
Okay,
you already got this program in place, they're gonna use it.
yeah, because that's a part of the systematic thing. Then, so when you guys originally proposed the question to me, we were talking about the most disgusting human beings on the earth.
Yeah, I mean,
That was my disposition about the most disgusting people on the earth. When we bring drug charges into play, especially non-violent drug charges, that's a completely different type of argument because that is a part of the system controlling individuals to force them into situations that they never agreed upon. They are put
See,
into
but
a system where they have to survive by any means necessary. And so, if that means selling drugs to Tony down the street, they got to sell drugs to Tony down the
Uh,
street to make sure they got
I agree
something
with
to
that. I
eat.
can I?
agree with that. It
Can
should
I?
be a policy, but how
Can
is
I?
these are private companies? Private companies are controlling this, all right? So like
Yeah.
it's gonna become we want to make this a government regulated system. If it's already a system where they're putting these people into jail for this and they're funneling drugs into this system and then putting people into jail for it, do you think they're gonna give a fuck about these people or make a policy for these people just because they're nonviolent drug charges? It's
Uh,
life or death sentences.
No,
They're
I
gonna
got
fucking
you.
throw them in there.
I got you.
can
I
I?
got you.
Can I have a quick say?
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
go
Tim.
ahead.
Uh, well, what the Sumi said about government not really caring, it's true. You're on like yeah, you have to do anything you want to survive, but you're on technically it's land that they gave to you, so they have control of whatever they want to do with whatever charges you do. So yeah, you're free to sell whatever you want, but if you get caught, you have to suffer those consequences that they give you. You can, and it's
And
people
if you
that
get caught 3 times, you have to suffer the consequences
your
of
ass,
medical experiment.
your ass is there. There's nothing more you can say.
Yeah,
It
and
ain't
at that point,
unfair,
you're a life sentence. And in this policy, they're not
So,
going to care. The
so
and
to
then
government
give you a
won't
little
care.
context, Tim, of what we're talking about here.
he just
Um,
messaged. I just got messages from Tasumi. I got this basis of what happened.
yeah, okay. So yeah, they were
So
just
I
pretty
can
much talking
agree with
about
what you're
should
saying
we
about
experiment on
offending
people?
pedophiles, because I've said that non-offending pedophiles are mentally ill and just need rehabilitation.
I
Ooh.
don't believe in that shit. Period. Like, okay,
Mm.
for one, that's a lot of oof right there.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't.
that's a lot of
No, no,
oof,
no,
but
no, no,
it's
no, no,
proven
no.
in
Calm
fact.
down, Tim.
Guys,
Calm
guys,
down,
Holy.
this
calm
is
down.
a
I know it's a, I
civil
know it's a,
argument
I know it's
between
a hot topic, but
It is a
we're trying
hot
to keep
topic, and I
it. We
know
trying to
like
keep it.
not
You
if
know.
I've seen AMAs on this. I've seen
The,
studies on this. The
So
non-offending pedophiles, while I don't like pedophiles, they disgust me. If you're non-offending and you go and get to seek help for your illness, I have no problem with you. If you go and seek help, but if you offend, go to fucking hell.
I have a personal problem with it because I actually recently found out that I had a, a pedophile in our family recently. I just found that out
I've
recently,
had one
actually.
too. I've been
I just found it out like
I've dealt with
last.
that.
I just found
I
it.
know.
I didn't even know how to deal with it at first.
I know where you're coming from with that
But
because I've had one in
We
my
didn't.
family. I've dealt with that before, and
but
it's
he
like
didn't. But he's not like he's a non-offending one. Like he openly admits that he had a problem. He wants to seek help, but I don't know like how I should feel. Like I seeking help
uh,
or not. I think like if you still find the physical like attraction to kids,
what's up, Leo? Right now we're having a discussion on whether or not if
so I can see where you're coming from, Tim. And don't get me wrong. It like to me, like we make those memes, whatever, right? Like we make memes. It's whatever. Like, but to me, it's still like morally is wrong to me. And because it's morally wrong to me, I don't understand where they're coming from, and I don't want to understand. Like, I don't want to put myself
and
in
that
that position.
and
But
that
when
shit
they're
stimulate. My bad. Sorry.
no, you can go ahead. I mean, it's just me reiterating.
I was if you didn't stop me, I was gonna curse and I didn't want to curse. But that stimulates from like I don't want to put no females out there that like might be into this, but girls are like older men. Like when I was in high school, my freshman year, freshmen that like just like 12 turning 13, they want to talk to seniors that's about to graduate turning 18 because they want to be popular. And I'm like, gee, this dude's about to be 18. You a preteen.
that stems from like high school, like freshman dating seniors is just like freshman
Then
talking to seniors is that bad boy.
but then that leaves it. Then that goes down the line. That goes like if that's your older sister, your little sister gonna look at you like, oh, he's dating older guy. He might, and then she gonna follow suit just like the
But
big sister
see,
will.
I
Wait, what
don't
does this
think
have to
there's
do
a
with
case.
pedophiles now? What are we talking about?
I'm
Is
guessing
it
he's saying
that's
that
Well,
it's
we're
a
talking about
gateway
like
type of
I
thing,
said that like I can understand
where if
Zuki's point
like
on
you start
pedophiles and
dating
rapists,
young,
but on
then
drug
you always gonna
offenders,
want young. I guess is that the
yeah.
correlation that you're trying to make?
I told him I understand his point on pedophiles and rapists, but on drug offenders, which are life sentences, that's why the reason why the policy would be fucked because they
I
would fuck over the
mean,
policy in themselves.
I
Okay,
mean,
And we
but
can
I
all even
guess
hold true.
from
There'd be innocent people going
to
into that
play
system.
devil advocate here in this particular situation, if you were to make a conscious decision to
So, oh,
continue
what's going
to,
on, Leo? Let
if
me
you
get
know
now.
what the end result is in terms of what your life is going to be based off the decision that you're making, do you consciously know that this policy is in place, right? Because they this wouldn't be passed in secret, right? This would be known throughout society. Hey, this policy has been passed. If you are the worst of the worst, if you are in type of life prison, you're done.
you're I
You're
mean,
open. You're open season. We can do whatever the
Ted,
fuck we want to you now,
technically
right?
that kind of does exist.
But
Left, right, light.
as far as the
Oh,
public knowing is
that's
what I'm
my ring
saying.
light thing.
So
I mean, you can say publicly know him, but we all do know. Like once you're
okay,
in jail
okay,
or prison, your rights are gone.
okay. Now there are rights, and we do fight for them. But let me get more into detail with this. So from a society standpoint, we pay for their food, we pay for their clothes, we pay for their education, we pay for literally everything that happens within those jails, right? And each one of the whether or not they use it for what they're supposed to use it for, just like Rob Bogorovich did not use our money for what it was supposed to go for in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Like we're
Yeah.
paying for those things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that those things are going to be used for those things.
So
And
if I had to
so
make so if I had to make an example out of what you're saying, like the Illinois bag tax that's going on right now, we don't see not a change that this bag tax has been showing.
I
exactly.
mean, the bag tech is a climate change move. It's about attempting to reduce people's carbon footprint by making
Really,
it
you
more
guys are doing
expensive
that?
to use. Yeah,
Right.
to
But
make to make
that's
it less likely for people to use plastic bags because it's bad
but
for the environment.
more along the lines of like so in Chicago we have the highest
Maybe.
property taxes in
Oh
the
yeah, why not?
states,
Sure.
right? So if we have the highest property taxes in the state, that means that we're paying more than anywhere else in the country. But the worst part is the society
No, not true.
our
No, we're
state,
paying more than anyone else in Illinois.
right?
I think
Okay.
per like country is
We're the third. We're
like
the third. I'm sorry. So we're the third highest in the state, and then on top of that, our
Wait,
uh
so who's higher than us?
it's like New York and
California, New
California.
Hampshire,
Wait,
New
New
York,
Hampshire?
New York.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
New
pretty sure
York,
it was New York.
yeah, New
no,
York is
no, no,
pretty.
no, no. New Hampshire is its own state.
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure it was New York that was. Never mind. We're digressing. But let me finish the point that I was trying to make. So, if you were, this bill would be passed publicly, letting everybody know that if you commit a crime and it is offensive enough to be able to put you in life prison, you will not have any type of human rights after that point,
You're
right?
basically an
Now,
encaged animal.
with that being said, of course, not everybody is going to be inclined to be able to just willingly accept that, but a mass majority of the people will accept that in secrecy, right? And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of people who do have that eye for an eye type of mentality, right? And
I
if
do.
it helps push again helps propel society forward in the right direction, it will teach people to stop doing things that they were doing if it could end up in if you can end up in that situation. So if I'm selling drugs and I was given a second chance, and I know that if I do something, if I do this again, I'm gonna end up in that same situation. I gotta find different outlets. There are plenty of people who come out of jail who find programs to help themselves get into an actual paying job to help them get themselves together. Bus drivers, city workers, all types of other things to help them get themselves back on track to life. The ones that immediately think that, oh, well, I can only run the streets, that's all there is for me, are the ones that continually repeat the process. And we
They
constantly
chose
have to
it.
pay for their mistakes. They're not paying for it because they don't have any money to pay. We're paying for their mistakes over and over again. When they go to court, guess what? That comes out of our pocket. When we have to have juries, guess what? That comes out of our pockets. When
Well,
when they have
no. You pay even when you go to jail and shit. You pay your own court fees.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, you get hit with a big ass
but
bill.
the judges need to get paid for it, right?
Yeah, it come out of
That's
you. It come out of the prisoner.
No, the the
yeah.
judges
No,
pay
the
for it through the
judge, the
prisoner.
jury's time, all that comes out of your court fees. That's why a
Oh,
lot of people they come out, they still like. That's another reason why they try to get you in those work programs so you can pay off your court fees. It's not
oh,
just to help the prisoner. It's an incentive for the state to get its money back.
I see.
But you know what? It takes about at least like how much to put a person in jail and keep that person in
Nah, I
jail a
mean
day.
it costs more to keep a person in jail
Okay,
than it
so
does to put a kid
death
through
penalty.
college.
I'm assuming, Zuki, do you support it?
What?
The death penalty.
No, I feel like we can find different ways of using somebody.
I honestly feel like jail
If
is
What
they
if instead
again,
of medically experimenting on someone, we put those people to work for?
yeah, I feel
it's too
like
easy.
if they able to find different outlets to be able to use these individuals to help propel society forward, then I feel like that's the
Yeah,
right
but
thing to
Because
do.
I can
we don't need to move
understand
out
where
to
you're
this.
coming from with pedophiles and rapists, as fucked as it is, but
So a three
because of the
time a
fact,
three. So if you make the same mistake three times,
If you fuck
expecting
a
a
kid three
different
times,
outcome.
I'm talking about like non-offending, like
No,
people
I
with drugs
know,
who got a
but
life
you
sentence.
said that if someone sold drugs three times and got
and then
caught three times, right? They get life in jail.
I think you're an idiot at that point.
Was it not your personal choice that made it so you get to that situation? Now, I know I just said a couple minutes ago that it's systematically put into place for us to fail. But that does not mean that we have to give into the system. Prime example, Tim. Prime example, Marvin say. Prime example, me. There are numerous other cases of people who have made successful stories outside of the hood, starting from rough backgrounds. And I'm not saying that everybody is going to be able to do that. I'm not saying that at all. But not everybody who goes into the hood comes out some type of gangster, comes out some type of drug dealer, comes out some type of menace to society,
Dopey.
right? Not everybody does that. Some people are just living there because that's the only place where they can live.
Some people like to live day by day. They
All
don't
right,
want to
wait,
get.
hold on. I gotta trick you real quick. You have the best action anime that ever exists, and this is fact.
Honestly, some people like the thrill. Day by day, they can die any day, and they just love it.
But okay, that did, again, these are the differences from the
Okay,
thing,
so
right? So
Oh well,
we're never
if
gonna
you
get
sold
anywhere with this because
drugs
we're all
and got caught
agree.
three times in a row, even though you knew the outcome, are you not personally responsible for your own results that's going to happen to you now? And you can say it's distress on the family. You can say that it's immorally,
I
it's
gotta bless you
immoral and
around here,
things like that
goddamn.
nature.
bless you, my
I'm
boy.
not really religious. I'm sorry. So it's not innate for me to say that always. But
Well,
again,
I'm not religious.
but again, the moral of the story is if you know that there are bigger consequences at play to your things that you're doing, would you necessarily do it? If you know that if I go and kill a man and they want to give me life, I know that I'm not going to die anymore
Oops. What's up?
because I know that I'm gonna get to sit in a kind of rough bed, get 3 square meals a day, get to work out, get to read books, get to learn. Okay, whatever, I don't care, right? But if I knew that the end result is going to be me sitting in some type of place where they can do any and everything
Enjoying
to
what?
me, would I be willing to do it now? Would I be willing to roll the dice? Because they're not gonna
Oh,
kill
you
me.
in the battle code.
They're gonna find every single way in their power to preserve me. You know why? Because they're not gonna be done with me. They're gonna find any type of way
Oh
to
shit.
make me survive, so they can continue to test me, continue to test different things, continue to test different types of ways. Like I was saying before, we're at a point in society and a point in technology and a point in medicine where we can preserve people for as long as we want to. It's just the expenses, right? But if we don't have to charge anybody anymore, I mean, because that's the same price that we would have had paid for them sitting inside of a jail cell. But now it's even better because now we can actually have them contribute to our advancements as society. Oh, guess what? What we found the cure for we found the cure for AIDS. We found the cure for HIV.
You know, you know
How?
what? Honestly, speaking like I don't piggyback on that, but not to like deframe from the conversation. I feel like we have found a cure for majority of that shit already, but we all know as a government why we want to cure things and lose money when I can just give you slap you a treatment for this new medicine we created
He's
and
got a point.
have you live for a lifetime.
He's got a point.
Who?
Tim
Don't
has a point with
fuck
what he just said.
around.
Can you
Because
Why
repeat
would
that
what
point
was
real
why?
that
quick? I
the
was
study that
responding
just
to
came
a
out
I
that
was
said the
responding
medications
to
that we're getting
a message in
200 that aren't even antidepressants lead to depression anyways,
Yep.
Like
and then
why the
after you
hell?
take
That's not the
that,
government. That's the doctor. Your doctor prescribes you the
No, no,
medicine.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
no, the doctor is
The
controlled.
doctors
yeah,
control
the doctors
the
control, yeah.
prescription amount, but that's because they're trying
So,
to get paid.
and
That's
that's
greed.
prescription Tylenol that's giving that. That's over the counter acid fluxes that can give you depression. Like,
Because
Anything,
those are stimulus going off in your head, helping you
yeah.
get to a point where things that wasn't activated in your brain activate, and those mix with other parts of your brain that wasn't there.
I
So
mean, to me, this also reminds me of back when, like, so we're considering these people like the life death sentences. They're not good people. People in insane asylums back in the day weren't considered the best people at all, and they weren't even like all bad people. They were just crazy. Like they just
But
literally had mental illnesses,
but
and they were
look what
experimented on.
yeah, look what
And
but
those
then
people did
but
to them
I
that
ask you
turned them
this. I
crazy.
ask you this. Yes, the experiments that they did in those insane asylums were terrible.
They're
But
banned to
look
this
how
day,
but
except
much,
you can't use
look
the
how much
involvement
do
of
we know about
medicine.
the human brain now. We know that you can remove the front
yeah.
lobe of the human brain and you will not
That's the
die.
same argument that you did for the
We
Holocaust, but
know
it doesn't
that
change
you
the
can
fact
take
that
half
human
of a human
lives.
brain and you will not die. We know what each side of the brain does, and we know which each side of the brain
You
is
know.
Okay, so
responsible for
like,
something.
yes, we
Wait, wait.
advanced, but that doesn't change the fact that human lives. Some people weren't even crazy until they were shocked through their head
You
And
with
they
you know what?
drilled,
electricity.
yes, they drilled
Just so
holes
yeah,
into
this
people's heads and all those things. We
that
can't
his
correct things that's already happened.
that
Those
history
things
sounds
happen.
But
so
we can
messed up.
stop it from we can stop history from repeating itself and continuing it onto
But
the next people by
but here's the
experimenting.
thing.
But like you
Here's
said,
the thing to
you're
Sunny.
like you said yourself. These are
A
innocent
little
people. These are
a
innocent people.
little
They were just crazy. The
a
Holocaust
little
victims, those were innocent people.
a
And
little
but they
bad
would
in the
just practice a
world.
different type of a religion. These are terrible people. You can't compare the two. One is
Can't,
But
yeah.
morally
to
good, and one just does everything in their power to fuck over society.
to Sunny, I can tell you this. Nothing like a little bad in the world. A little bad in the world is not like the end of be all. Like sometimes, like it's painful to say, a little bad in the world can be beneficial.
Oh no, I
Like
know. Like
whether, like
I'm
what you were saying about
all for
experiments,
advancement.
or like okay, there's an experiment where doctors were purposely giving African Americans HIV, or I
No,
believe it
no,
was
no. It
that
was
Not
syphilis.
syphilis.
It was
it was
syphilis.
syphilis. Okay, they
Yeah.
were purposely giving African Americans syphilis
To test out
just to find
the progress of what would happen from different ages, different sizes, different heights, and
yeah, it was messed up, but we have medicine, we have treatment for it. Imagine if those like yeah, it's messed up that those lives were lost and those lives were infected, but it for the greater good will always exist.
Okay, the
Yeah,
greater good exists, but so does the fact that you're a terrible person for doing that.
well,
You
You
yeah,
know
are
but
better
the
than the
that
no,
first
people you
thing
did it
first.
to.
It's like saying it's like the phrase.
Okay, so
okay.
we can
Thomas
argue
Edison.
about prisoners all day, but when we're talking about innocent people, In fact, the people who experimented on those innocent people
But
are the
that's not the
people we
point,
should be
Sumi. Your point
experimenting
is
on
should the
now.
prisoners in life then sentences be
Blacker, you're
treated?
interrupting me. You're not letting me finish.
Sorry, but keep
I
going.
have what?
Okay,
So
yeah,
my
Go ahead,
point
Tasumi,
is,
finish
you're
Tasumi.
saying,
finish.
like, let me finish before you interrupt me. Like, my point is, you're saying for the greater good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So these innocent people who were experimented on for the greater good, if you want to experiment on people so bad, experiments on the people who experimented on the people who were innocent. Because those people are 10 times more guilty than any of those people who were experimented on first. And if you want to play the morality, let's experiment on the guilty, then do it to the people who experimented on the innocent Jews, the people who experimented on the black males with the whole entire syphilis thing you guys are talking about, and the people experimenting on those in the insane asylum. If we
we're
really
not
want to experiment on
All of
shitty
we're
those
not
people,
in
were
we're not
those
in control of that
right.
though.
Those
okay, we're
were
not in
doctor.
control of
Those
that
were
though. But what we are
doctors.
in control of, and my point is, we are in control of what we can do now to stop ourselves from in future generations when a future Tasumi trap, whatever you guys call me, is looking back and saying, "Hey, wait, that was a bit fucked up what they did." Because history
Just
repeats itself and it's going to continue repeating itself. So why are
Tasumi,
we
let me
continuing the cycle of experimenting on people for the
let me
greater good?
let me tell you this, Tasumi. I understand what you're talking about, but at the end of the day, like this, we might say we're a democracy, but let's stop kidding ourselves. We know that we're secretly under some kind of tyranny. We secretly know this. Like we say we have a choice, but come on, we definitely have a choice. We got a choice to go wherever we want. We have a choice to go to any college, but the minute they look at our skin, we're reminded we brought you here. Take that ass back to where you were. Go on now. And it
Okay.
could be the peaceful way, or it could be the fucking hard way. And I think you might want the peaceful way. So whatever they do, and whatever they do to us, what more can you do? Just sit there and take it. You can fight all you want.
Okay, so back to the point that you brought up, Tasumi, and I really wanted to go off of this point because I feel like this is really a good point to bring up. The people that you're saying that should be experimented on
On a,
are the people who are recording, who are keeping these notes, and who are helping propel society forward. They're the people who are willing to take those dark paths to get society further in the cause of the situation. Now, again, I'm not excusing what they're doing. These are doctors. They're doing things that are not what doctors now because of, again, previously they were able to, but they had them pass a bill to make doctors sign a practice agreement where they're supposed to practice certain things. You're supposed to preserve life, not take it, right? So now we put that in play around like the 60s 70s, right? That's the agreement because they heard about all those experiments that we were talking about before with the Holocaust, with the syphilis experiment, with all those different types of things. When they was injecting people with cancer cells to see what would happen, they were trying all those different types of things, right? Now, these doctors recorded what happened. They record each and every single step. Those are medical notes that doctors way down the line use to help advance technology further. We don't learn unless something is done.
Pointless.
You can't do something and expect to know it. Something has to be done. Meaning we have to do something that may not seem correct at the time, but we have to do it. Otherwise, we won't know. For instance, a lot of things that we have in today's society would not be treated if they wouldn't have had done the things that they've done. So, for instance, there was a lady down in the South. Her name was Henrietta Lacks. There was a doctor named Marcus Guy. Marcus Guy was her assigned doctor, and he was responsible for taking care of her. His responsibility was for him to treat her case of syphilis. Right, he was supposed to treat that. What he discovered was is that she had a case
What is the
of
point of this?
cancer. Let me finish. She had a
No, not
case.
that. I was talking in
Oh,
chat. I'm sorry.
she had a case of cancer cells, right? So she had cancer cells, And at the time, he would take people's blood samples and use them to try to find a way to make immortal cells. This is a real life story, by the way. These are real people that I'm bringing up. So he took her cells without her permission, injected it with a couple other things that he had. I don't remember exactly his whole setup, but he injected it with other things, and then boom, he has cells that continue to live. This was taken without her permission, and from that cells that he took, he discovered a cure for polio. He discovered uh, different types of treatments for HIV, different types of treatments for AIDS. All the sicknesses and ailments that are in America was treated through, guess what, testing it out on those blood cells. Those blood cells has been across the entire world and have been used for all different types of medical advances that we would not be able to do if he would not have done that. He didn't ask her for those cells. He didn't pay her for those cells. He just took them. Was it wrong? Hell yeah. But did it help the entire world for generations to come? Hell fucking yeah. There is not a single person on this earth right now that would not be affected by polio. There is not a single person on this earth right now that would not be affected by
Okay, so
pathogens.
harking back to your earlier point of they were willing to take the dark path to advance society forward. So are we talking about advancing society forward in the minds of all, or advancing society forward in their minds? I just want to clear that up before I go on to my point.
Okay, so can do you think if we didn't have those things, we would be affected by diseases that were treated almost hundreds of years ago?
Let me see.
Tasumi?
Hello?
Yeah, I was asking if we did not do the things that we did. Do you think that we would have had treatments for some of the diseases that was ravaging humans a couple hundred years ago?
Well, I mean, I feel like you're gonna make me say yes. I
No,
mean
I'm
no,
not. I'm
but
not forcing you to say anything. I'm just
I
asking you a
also don't think
question.
that we can predict the future based off of past decisions or how I'll put it.
But you
But
said
also,
yourself that
also,
history repeats
okay,
itself.
okay. So the better counter to that is, so this is fucktarded as an argument for ethics because, so okay, by this logic, slavery was okay because now we're all sitting here in a Discord call, possibly playing Xboxes and shit. It's stupid. It doesn't make the thing that you're talking about ethically sound because at the end of the day, something good happened.
It
Because
all,
if we're
it
talking
all.
making taking dark paths to make society great, Hitler took dark paths into making what he thought was society great by making it pure. And that in his mind was making society great.
Hmm.
So is it in the minds of all people, which isn't possible because I and some other people might not agree with it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's not possible, or is it in the minds of the people who do it?
People called him to his mind. He didn't think it was evil. To his mind, he literally thought what he did
Yeah,
was
that's
for
my
the greater
point though.
fit.
No,
That's
that's
my
his
point. So
point
is
that
it
he's
in the
making here. Is
minds of the
that
people
is it
who do it,
right
or is it in the minds of everybody?
to be basically God in the
No, yeah,
situation
I've
of making
never
a
seen.
decision
I've
for the
never.
whole? Because again, in his mind, he believed that he was doing the right thing, right? So
So did the people who were experimenting on people in mental asylums. They never
So you
thought
know
of
what?
the future.
So it can be more of a double-edged sword to say that quote, to say what I said. It can be a really it's good for one side, but it can be terrible or bad for the other side. Bringing us here, what do you think will be the double-edged sword for us being here, Pierce?
What? Uh, to quote my nigga G Herbo, bitch, everything.
The
Oh, shit. Not absolutely everything, but there's a lot of there's a lot of fuck shit that
Stephen
comes with this mainstream
Gordon,
argument.
what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Right now, we having a discussion on
Okay.
ethics. Having a
Because
discussion
at
on
the end of the day,
ethics.
each person who did the things that we brought up, mental asylum, um,
All that
I don't know
stuff.
anything about the syphilis thing. I honestly can't tell you anything about that. The mental asylums, Hitler, each one of those, and the doctors, they were all shut down.
It's actually a
No, they still
movie.
have their medical practice license.
Yeah, they just have the medical
Okay, they still have
practice.
their medical practice, but Hitler was the one who gave them the power to unleash that evil inside of him, right? He was shut down. That nigga committed suicide because he was going to get shut down. The people who are committing the mental, like the doing the mental institutions and making people crazy, drilling holes in the brain, they were shut down and for a reason.
That's because they knew
Yeah, and a
once
lot
they
of
It
were.
them,
was
and a lot of
stopped.
them, and a lot of them went to jail.
It
And
was
It
more
was
like,
stopped.
yeah,
And the reason why it was stopped is because it was morally wrong.
Yeah, at
And
the
when we
time
look
it
back
looked.
on it
I
now,
mean,
we
it
say
looked
it's morally
right.
wrong.
Yeah.
But see, where we divide is where I say it's morally wrong. You guys split the line and you say, but something good came out of it. So we look at slavery and something good came out of it. We look
I
at the
mean,
Trail of Tears and something good came out of it.
it
We
sounds like
look at
it sounds like an
multiple people getting raped when we came to America. Something good came out of it.
it sounds pretty assholish, but I'm gonna stick to what I say, and I'm gonna just say, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm not
I
gonna be.
guess
I
I'm not
can't
gonna be.
I
I'm
mean
not gonna be.
Wait, 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 wait,
we
wait.
can never figure out
okay,
where
so
society would have
this is gonna
went.
be a fucked up thing to say, but okay, so say I'm a criminal. I shoot someone. Their fiance is in grief. She goes to grief counseling. She meets someone at grief counseling at a grief counseling therapy session. They fall in love. They begin to heal each other. I killed her fiance, but something good came out of it.
In a sense, yeah.
That's the terrible logic
It's not. You made it
Hey
that
man,
logic.
you
You
lost a
made it
bit of
like that
subs
though.
because that is what your
for
logic is, there, Tim.
you
But
lost
You're
a bit of
saying
if
subs
you're
and
going to make
subs
it
for
like
being
that, then
nice.
yes, it's going to fit that
Hey
description.
Ron,
It worked out
Denton,
for the
thank
because
you
that's
for
better.
what
the
your logic is.
subscription. I
Because
do appreciate the support.
so if I drill a hole in someone's brain and I
We
make them
made it to
crazy and I
860 subs, guys. We made it
it's
to
still
860
something good
subs.
came out of
awesome.
it. It's still terrible, evil logic.
I don't
It's a
got
double
like
edged sword.
I feel like that just means that it's like a bad argument because then that means you can literally justify anything. That's
I
kind
can
of how you
justify
present your
anything I
argument.
do as long as something good comes out of it. I could shoot anybody I want and then their family goes to grief counseling and maybe meet someone they love.
No, no, no.
Something
I
good.
heard your example already, and
That
yeah,
that that.
that
I
works
feel
both
like
ways.
what you're doing is you're trying to turn it into like a. You're
No,
trying,
I'm turning your argument on its head and telling you your argument's dumb. If something good comes out of it,
I mean,
then
it's just
Oh,
that
something
it's
that's
you
bad,
can't
as
you
long as
can't you
something
can't
good comes
But you
out of
can't
it.
apply medical
you
reasoning and
you
science.
Okay, but
Andy
but
you
Pharrell,
you
thank you
but
for
how
the
can you
subscription.
how
I
can
do
you call
appreciate the
someone's
I
opinion?
support.
start committing
You can't
extremism.
call someone's
Hold on,
opinion
hold on,
dumb.
hold on, hold on,
Tim,
hold on,
guys,
Tim.
guys,
We can't have a
let each other
constructive
talk one at a
conversation,
time.
right? If someone's
So
talking
my
over the
point
other
is,
one.
so then we're going to talk about
Yeah, I
medical
remember you,
experiments.
Karen.
Say I'm a doctor, and I take one of your family members, even though they're innocent, and I tell you they're crazy, and then I drill a hole in their brain, and now they're crazy, but something good came out of it. So how do you feel now? Now that
What's
your
the
little sister is in my
what
hands and her hole is in
what's
her brain?
what's the good that came out of it? You just saying something
Okay,
good
so
came
what
out
came
of
out
it.
of it? Okay, so now guess what I figured out? I figured out that actually, if I drill a hole in their brain, they die.
What?
Wow.
No,
You
that's not
you
See,
kind
necessarily
of
no,
true.
see,
that's
that's what
not
they actually
that's
figured out. See, this is what they were
No,
figuring
no, no,
out
no,
back
no,
in
no,
the
no, no,
day.
no,
I don't
no,
They were
know.
figuring out here's what we
You
can
can
test
drill a
if the
hole through a
brains match
person's
together.
head and they do not die.
you just
No, let me
literally
finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
So this is what back in the day at the mental asylums, what they were doing. They were drilling hole. They were
Hold on.
testing the limits of a person's brain by shocking them, and then they
Damn
drilled.
you,
They were
Scuba
drilling multiple
Steve.
holes in
Thank you for
and
the
shocking
thank
them,
you for the
and they
follow,
figured
dude.
out, oh, they
Appreciate it.
died. This is the limit of the human brain, and something good came out of it because sure, we learned the limits of the human brain.
I mean, honestly, a lot of really crude shit came out of that isn't even really useful today. So
Yeah,
honestly,
none of that
that's
shit is
that
useful
that's
because
that's
in
kind
what
of like
situation?
that's a really bad example of that.
Which one are we talking about here?
We're
The
talking about the
asylum,
mental
things
asylums.
that happen in
My point
asylums.
is,
like the
okay,
Sumi,
so that was a
Okay,
bad
no, no, no,
example. I'll
no, no,
get
no,
it.
no.
But
That's
my
where they did
point
all
is,
the brain experiments on. So remember the ones that I was telling you about
none of
with the
that shit
frontal
was good that
lobe,
came out of that.
the side
you
Hold on.
brain, and the right brain and the left
Yeah,
brain.
that's been debunked by modern neurology.
Yeah,
Sumi, you
none of
didn't
that,
ex-
nothing that came out of that was good.
Sumi, you didn't explain anything. You literally just said I literally found out that somebody died. That's like
I
literally
was
saying
trolling
I
you.
had
I
Yeah,
I
was
yeah.
slept.
trolling you. My point was,
Wait.
I was
Remember, we
trolling you. My
gotta let
point
people
was
finish the
the fact
points.
that I can justify anything bad that I do as long as we get some sort of advancement and something good comes out of it. And you
You wanna
guys would be
ask me
okay
for
with
a
it,
history
even
of
if it
my
involves your own
choices?
family.
Sure
Yeah,
thing, buddy.
but applying to science though, it's the fact
Wacko,
of
but Wacko, that's my point. if I
Hey,
take
I'm
one
gonna
of
go
your
back to
family
the
members,
stream, guys.
Rocco,
This is a really
say
good
you have a
argument.
little sister, and
Tim,
I
you can
take
take
her
my
for
spot
scientific
in this. All
advancement.
right.
I'm not a
All
scientist, so I
right,
can't
man.
list you an
Okay,
example.
Zuki.
I could
You guys need a talking stick. Yeah, damn. Yeah, Scuba, Steve. We definitely do. I'm gonna continue playing the game though. I got kind of sucked into the conversation. So right now I'm currently playing, as you guys know, Detroit Become Human. I think this was a really good point too because like we were talking about the decisions that we've made and what led up to this point. So right now, I'm at the nightclub, the Eden's Club, and I'm currently searching for the person who was responsible for trying to find a person responsible for the victim's death. He was strangulated to death after beating, assaulting the two people. So we've entered the warehouse, and now we have a whole chain of decisions that will come next. So I'm not exactly sure where this will go from here. It looks like I got a total of 6 decisions to make. Well, no, it's going to give me one big decision, and then from that one big decision, depending on what I take, it's going to lead to 3 outcomes or another 3 outcomes. So depending on what that decision takes me, and then it's either going to take me up here to this result, or it's going to take me down here to this result. So I'm guessing this is the one where I let the person get away, and this one is where I chase the person down. So let's find out which one it is. I like it a lot actually. Is Todd dead or alive? Todd is alive so far in my from what I know so far, Andy. I don't know if he dies or not. So if you do know, please try to restrain yourself because I personally do not know. This is my first playthrough. This is a blind playthrough. I try to keep it as blind as possible. So I don't know exactly what's going on in the story. But I do like the game. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. I get a chance to make a lot of decisions. Normally, decision making games are kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes it feels pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the segment of the part. Cause like there's some slower parts in the games where they have you like cleaning and sweeping and stuff like that. Those parts I don't really like that much. But like the chase scenes or like making split second decisions, deciding on whether or not if someone should live or should die or something like that. Those are really really cool. So like the very last scene before you were here, Steve, sorry. Before you were here, Steve, I had to make a decision on whether or not what I should do. So there was a robot that had found out this group of resistant robots, and we were trying to steal blue blood and spare parts. Now I could have just took the I could have once we got found out, I was either supposed to A, let the robot go, B, stay still, or C, attack the guard. And I chose to attack the guard, so I stabbed him and I killed him. Now I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't have too much time to think about all the things that could possibly happen because I saw that Marcus had already talked to the robot that we had apprehended, so I could have asked him to help me and then see if he would have helped me or not. Did you save the injured cop when Connor saved Emma from the rooftop? I don't believe I saved anybody from the rooftop other than the little girl. I got the android killed, but I wasn't able to save anybody else. So I don't know. I think that cop got killed. I'm not sure. Yeah, Steve, those are really really cool. That's what make the game exciting for me as the player. From a viewer perspective, the whole thing looks like a movie. So everything that I'm doing makes the movie play out differently, right? But from a player's perspective, sometimes it could be a little slow because you want to do something, but like it's kind of choreographed and narrated already, so it's not really too much stuff that you can do outside of that. But when you get to more of the more action parts where you are responsible for determining how the game is going to turn out, Those are very exciting to me, and those are a lot of fun for me to do. So, enough talking. Let's get back to the action. So, we are going to try to find the person who committed the crime. All right, let's search this warehouse. Huh. Okay.
Shit! We're too late!
No, we're not. No, we're not. Hold on. Okay. Ahaha. What is this? What's this? Something of interest over here.
Christ, look at them. They get used till they break, and then they get tossed out.
Blue blood. We're on to something, boys. Found some blue blood. Now, we already know where's the thing that we're looking for. So I want to make sure let's close this door. Can we close this? Nope. Damn. We might have to have another chase scene.
People are fucking insane. They don't want relationships anymore. Everybody just gets an android. They cook what you want. They screw when you want. You don't have to worry about how they feel.
So the currently right now, Connor has been chasing after some deviant androids, and these deviants are constantly using this one thing saying R89. No one knows exactly what it means just yet from my story so far. So I don't know what this this RA9 is just yet.
Next thing you know, we're gonna be extinct because everybody would rather buy a piece of plastic than to love another human being. Beats me.
Tax addicts. Next, the first immortal among us. The new superpowers. I try not to read these too much because they're pretty long. And I'm gonna be feeling like it. I want to stick to the action in the game. So we found the blue blood droplets. Follow the trail. The trail stops right here. There you are.
Don't move!
Shit. Sorry guys. Sometimes when I get too excited in the cutscene, I'll make a mistake. Shit. Connor, get up.
Quick! They're getting away!
Get him. Shit. Hey, what's up, Vi?
Why? Why did you kill her? She had nothing to do with any of this. When that man killed that Tracy, I knew I was next. I was so scared.
Yeah, these are prostitutes, Vi.
So I put my hands around his throat and I squeezed until he stopped moving. Yes, I killed him. But I was just defending myself. I wanted to live. I wanted to get back to the one I love. Forget about the humans, the smell of their sweat and their dirty words.
You can't even smell. You're an android.
But you've taken her away from me. I love her. I loved her.
Oh, why'd she do that?
My God.
She just killed herself. Bruh, what just happened here? So there was two other things that could have possibly happened. I'm pretty sure if I would have chose to spare her, then this probably would have been that one if I would have spared her, and then this one right here is if I would have shot her. Kimon Winder, what is up, dude? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Currently, right now, we are playing Detroit Become Human. I just killed an android, and she was really depressed, and she killed herself. Wow. Holy smokes! Like that was crazy. The situation with Hank is that we found out that that he's suicidal and that he's dealing with the fact that his son is dead. We still don't know why he hates androids so much, and we still don't understand why exactly he got um, to feel as angry as he does. So, but I just killed someone, guys. I man. Well, I mean, let me ask you guys this. This is another moral question for you guys, though. If you were in Connor's situation, would you would have shot that android, or would you would have had told her to freeze? I want to hear what you guys would have done. Is Hank warm, neutral, or hostile? He's warm, neutral, I believe. He's warm, neutral. So would you guys would have shot the android, or would you would have let her? Would you would have told her to freeze though? Cause I want to see. I would have froze myself. I never freezes. So in that situation, because he's an android himself, he's an android. So with him, I would have shot the android. Okay, so you would have did the same thing I did. Okay, so because he was in the situation where it was either shoot or let her get away, and we shot her. And I didn't even know that these androids could even be gay. Like, there's so much stuff that we're discovering about these androids. If it makes you feel as if they're not even robots anymore, like they're human. Like they're not robots. They're almost 1000% human. The only thing that's different between us and them is that they can be repaired and we can't. Well, but then again, we got to consider, right, like modern medicine, right? We can repair ourselves, we can fix ourselves, replace an arm, replace a leg. It may not be ours, but we can replace those things. So I guess it's not too far fetched. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. Thinking of androids as humans. Who is my favorite character? If I had to be 1000% honest, so far my favorite character is Kara. I really, 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 really respect Kara. She is trying to do everything in her power to take care of Alice, and I really respect that. That's just like really, really cool. So I respect Kara for trying to do everything that she's trying to do to help them, to take care of her. And even when she got her memories erased, like for the fourth time, she still remember Alice, right? Like that's incredible. I've never heard of that. She got her memory wiped 4 times and she still remembered her. Your favorite is Marcus. You hate North too, huh? I think wasn't North a prostitute? Was she a prostitute unit? Nah, don't tell me. Actually, don't tell me. Kimon, don't tell me, please. Kimura. Because I saw another one that looked like her. So many people like Marcus. Because Marcus is a rebel. He's not for none, bro.
It's a good thing Zlatko had a car. I wouldn't want Alice out walking in this cold.
I saw it once in the garage. I don't know if Zlatko even ever used it.
Oh, shit. Thank you for not showing me your message.
These people we're going to see. How do you know about them?
Overheard androids Zlatko captured. They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Zlatko killed them.
What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Okay.
Is it much farther?
We should arrive in an hour or so.
Malfunction detected. Emergency brakes activated.
Yeah, he got rid
This
of it.
doesn't look good.
Stay inside, Alice.
Herbert.
What are we going
Yes.
to do?
So we all came up with an answer
on
that
foot, I
perfectly
guess.
elaborates how we all
Stinky
felt on this
debris, Alice
argument.
won't make it. We have to find
Would
somewhere
you like to
spend
hear
the
the
night.
answer?
You can tell me in a second. I'm still on stream.
Oh, they say, what were you streaming?
Detroit Become Human.
Oh no, it was just real quick. Like the answer is literally like it's literally nothing long or literally nothing personal.
Okay, go ahead.
It's literally one phrase.
Okay.
To each their own.
Then there was no point of even having an argument in the first place.
Exactly. That I literally won the argument myself. Who cares? Sounds kind of asshole-ish, but kind of the truth.
Find shelter. Okay.
But anyway, how is Detroit going for you?
Who's my least favorite character so far? Probably Connor. I don't like Connor too much. I feel like he's too much of a narc.
I don't like Herbert. I don't like Herbert. I think he's a narc.
Yeah, homie goes out of his way to try to betray his android brothers and sisters. I don't appreciate that.
Say, Herb, yo, that's a narc, bro.
I like the pigeons in this game. We only saw pigeons one time in this game, and that was in that deviant's apartment, the one I was chasing after, and he got away from me.
Herbert, are you a narc?
You already know I'm the biggest narc.
Damn, bro. You know you can't move into my house, bro. What you talking about? You can't be a narc and try to move in with me.
Bro, I'm telling on everything.
I might got like stash cocaine.
What do I think about Hank? I don't know. I think that he's a person who needs to be healed, and that he needs somebody to help him figure out what he wants to do with his life. Because he's gone through a lot. He lost his wife. He lost his son. He's been struggling with that for a long time, it looks like, and that he doesn't really have anybody to help him resolve those issues. So I think he's a person who just needs a friend, really. Not just a friend who's like, oh, yeah, let's go get drunk, or, oh, yeah, let's go do this. Like an actual friend, someone who wants to help him find a resolution to his problems.
I don't know.
We need to find shelter.
Oh shit, dude. I think we found Marcus' location. We're about to bump into Marcus. What did you do with Todd? When I left Todd's house, I just ran away. I didn't hurt him or anything like that. I just ran away. Andy, that gives away too much clues. Too much clues? I'm confused. I am confused. We only seen pigeons one time in this game so far. So as far as I know, I don't know anything why pigeons would symbolize anything in this game. I'm just refreshing the chat on my second monitor. It died on me. Yeah, it died on me. There it is. All right. Cool. Debatable. What's debatable, Andy? What's debatable? The pigeon comment that you made? I don't know what the pigeons mean, so you got me.
We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Hey, what's up, guys? Okay.
Okay, so I joined, and I just want to know how you got into the situation where you met the daddy.
Okay, so I'll fill you in. Uh, Emilio Woods, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great night so far, or a great evening or morning. I don't know exactly where you are in the world. So, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having fun. Right now, we are currently playing Detroit Become Human. So far in the story, Kara has rebelled against Todd and has taken Alice. And when she took Alice, we went to a abandoned house that was owned by a deviant android. He was a little bit crazy because he was tortured by humans. When morning came, he tried to force Alice to eat a dirty possum, and that dirty possum was, of course, not something that you want to feed to Alice. So, needless to say, we tried to get out of that jam as soon as possible. Then Connor came and tried to catch me and Alice, but me and Alice was able to get away. Once me and Alice got away, we tried to find somewhere where we could be safe and make it to some safe place. And once we made it to some place safe that we thought was safe, we met a person named Ivankos. Ivankos is a man who tells these android deviants that, hey, I can get you to Canada. Canada is safe and things like that. All I have to do is just remove the tracking chip from you so that way they can't find you. So, being the gullible android that I am, I followed him into his basement. I didn't look around like I was supposed to, and I was shut down. So he reset me. He reset Kara, and once he resetted Kara, she did not have any memories before she was rebooted. But fortunately, because Kara had been in that situation before where her memories were tampered with before, she was able to gather a hold of herself and save. Um, she was able to save Alice, remember who she was, and we also killed Ivankos. And we freed all the other androids that was trapped inside his house. So me and the other android that you saw with me, that was walking with me, the big black guy, me and him started to leave, and this is where we are right now in Kara's story. As far as Marcus's story, Marcus used to be a gentleman who lived with a famous painter. That famous painter lived a very high class life, but Marcus always felt as if he was not being appreciated by other human beings, but he didn't really care because he had his human. As soon as his human got in contact with his son, he came to a heart condition and died. And when the police came on the scene, they didn't even ask questions. They just shot the android on sight the moment the son said it was him. They shot him, tossed him in a dirty ditch, and was like, yeah, you're done. He crawled his way out, fought his way back to freedom. And then
No.
once he fought his way back to freedom, he eventually finds Jericho. When he finds Jericho, he finds out Jericho is nothing like how he thought it was. It is basically a shipyard full of androids that are falling apart and need people to put them back together. So Marcus decides to be the man to put all his homies back together and go get the parts that they need. So he goes and hit up a warehouse called the Cyber Life warehouse. And when we get there, we are confronted by another android who was going to snitch on us. He was going to tell on us. But I capture him. And when I capture him, his human comes to check up on him to see where he went off to. And when his human came, I was given three options. I could have pushed the android that I captured out after telling him that we need his help. I could have stayed hidden, or I could have attacked the human. The last time I resisted attacking a human, I was killed. I didn't want to run the risk of getting Marcus killed again, so I killed the human. When I killed the human, a lot of people were kind of like, damn, you just killed the human, right? Because no android, for the most part, kill humans unless they've gone completely deviant. So, yeah, I killed him in front of everybody. But we got the extra robotic parts. We got the blue blood, and I only had to kill one person, and we got out of there. And now Marcus is starting a revolution inside of Jericho. So there are people who are willing to follow Marcus and wherever he takes them. And Connor's story, Connor is, as you guys know, is investigating all deviants. Me and Hank has been working diligently trying to find those deviants and things like that. I had a case where I was chasing at the one, and I could have caught him, but I messed up. Me, the human, myself, Herbert, Zuki. I messed up trying to catch him, so he got away. And when he got away, it affected the story, of course. And because it affected the story of him getting away, it made Hank like Connor a little bit more, but it made Amanda, his human, not like him as much because she needs him to be perfect. So he can't fuck up in her eyes. If he fucks up, then it's a bad look on her. So she wants to make sure that he does what he's supposed to do. So Connor has a lot of pressure coming from Amanda to make sure that he exceeds her expectations. And so currently we were chasing after another criminal trying to find a case of deviance. And when we got there, it was a case of it was a victim and a robot. They were both passed out. The victim was strangling one of the androids and killed her. And then the other one, she did not, however, want to be killed. So she strangled him and killed him. And she got out of there, but we found her. And then when we found her, we had to fight against her. And when we fought against her, we found out that she had a gay lover. So her and her girlfriend were both trying to get out of the situation, and I caught both of them. So her girlfriend charges at me, and I have a gun in my hand. So I had to choose to shoot her or to tell her to freeze. What I was afraid is if I would have told her to stop, she would have charged at me, grabbed a gun, and pointed at one of us and shot one of us, or just got away. So I shot her. And by shooting her, the girl that actually committed the crime was fessed up to her killing the person, admitting that she only did it because she wanted to return back to the person that she loved and she did not want to die. And then she immediately takes her own life after I killed her lover. So go figure. They both end up killing themselves. They both end up dying, and that's the story so far. So right now in Kara's story, we are currently looking for shelter because the car that they were driving shut down. So her and the black robot that helped her get away from Ivankos are currently looking for shelter for Alice because robots don't get cold. So
find anything?
No place we could spend the night.
Main damage structure unsafe. Check. Too windy for Alice. Oh, hi. What's good, dude? Welcome to the stream, VI Shoot RPGs. Welcome. I hope you're having a good time tonight, today, this morning, wherever you are in the world. Currently, right now, we are playing Detroit Become Human. Right now, we are trying to find shelter for Alice so she do not freeze and die.
This place is falling apart. It's not gonna be easy to find shelter.
I am a sub, bro. Oh, snap. Man, thank you for the support. Do you mind making me mod or no? I do have a strict policy about the mod rule. I don't exactly just hand out the moderator on the first stream. You have to come around a little bit and hang out. But what you can do is know that you have just entered for your chance to be able to win a $20 gift card of your choosing All you have to do is make sure you come to more streams in the future. Check out some of my YouTube videos. I upload three times a week. For all new subscribers, you guys gain a link to my Discord. So, thank you for the support. So here's a link to my Discord. If you want to come and hang out with me, if you want to talk anytime in or off stream, you can totally do so. Just make sure you follow that link to my Discord. Once you join my Discord, please let me know so that way I can give you permissions on my server. Otherwise, you would not be able to see anything on there.
Is Vi shoots RPGs? Is that Lord Kage Vi on
No,
alt, or is it someone
no.
different? Okay. Only ask because it seemed a little strange to come right into someone's stream and ask for mod. I mean,
People do
unless you're
do
black, then that's a real good argument as to why you should be a mod.
Yeah. Hey Zuki, I'm black. Give me mod. Discord is a voice service app, something similar to Skype, that you use to text, type, and other things like that. You can talk on here, hang out with us, all that other type of stuff or whatever. So, if that sounds interesting to you, just let me know.
Yeah, but
If you don't know what Discord is, don't worry about it. I just offer it because most people use it. Wait, what do you mean your leave? I don't quite understand. Why do you need to leave?
He said, "I'll leave crying."
Shoot RPGs. Why do you need to leave?
Ah.
Oh, what is this over here? Something of interest. Looks safe inside. It's boarded up though.
Leave? Oh no, that's a meme, my dude. That from a previous time in the chat. It's a meme.
Oh no. It's a so you wouldn't quite understand the joke, but I want to say it was like a couple weeks ago. Not even a couple of weeks ago. I think it was last week. I was streaming, and a person came into my stream and he said, "Hey Zuki, I'm black just like you. Can I be mod? Please make me mod." And I was like, "Oof. Well, you would have to come to quite a few more streams if you want to, but I don't quite just give out my moderator to just anybody. You have to show that you are an active viewer, someone who regularly comes and check out my my streams and support my content that I upload, because I do upload regularly. I don't just live stream. I also upload videos and stuff like that. So
there we go.
People who check out those things, people who check out my live streams and stuff like that, people who show that they are interested in my stuff. And the more interest you show me, that lets me know that you're not here just to to try to use me for something. You actually enjoy the stuff that I'm producing. So I would like for somebody who actually enjoys the stuff that I'm producing to be one of my moderators. Thug life.
Here we go.
Dick's going wiggling. When did I get into talk with Zuki?
You walked over here? I mean, you haven't walked over here. You joined into this call as Alfie?
He must have moved me down here.
I'll get a fire going.
I'll still there you go. It's okay.
Where are these things at? How are they always here? We are able to find these things everywhere.
Yeah.
His name is Luther. Luther. His name is Luther.
I'll make the fire here. That way we won't be smoked out.
There are some cookies left. Would you like some?
No, I'm not hungry.
Yeah, bro. You know I'm never going. You know I had to check his bag, bro. I ain't for none. Ain't nobody finna be on that with Alice anymore. I can't go. Ain't nobody finna come between me and Alice no more. It's my daughter.
That's your daddy. I'm your daddy.
Ahaha. Let's take these. Oh. Well, how convenient is that? They had a pillow. Want to know how to keep a plot point in suspense? Sure.
Alice?
Oh, she wanted a family.
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
Once we cross the border, we can start over. You can go to school. Maybe I'll find a job. We'll be like them. Like everyone else.
What is this? Dart
As
you
long as
get?
we're together.
Everything is
That's
wrong
all
with
that
Detroit
matters.
becoming human?
Come on. Let's get you to bed.
Tuck in, Alice.
Sleep tight, Alice. Sweet dreams.
Can you tell me a story, Kara?
I have 9,000 children's stories in memory. I should have one for you.
Let's go with the princess.
This is a story about a princess who...
No, not a story like that. Make one up for me.
Okay.
This is a story about a little girl who lived alone in a big old house. She dreamed of being like all the other little girls, but she was different. And that made her very sad. Then she met a robot. Who was programmed to obey orders, but felt for once that she should disobey. So they decided to run away together. To try to find a better life. They encountered great dangers along the way, but they stuck together. So they overcame all of them. Along the way, they met Another robot who left his master to become their guardian.
How does the story end?
They reach the place they dream of and live happily ever after.
Stories always have happy endings.
That's right,
But
Alice.
real life isn't like that.
We'll make our life like that.
Time to sleep. We have another long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Are you going to come say goodnight, Luther?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Oh, they made such a cute family. Hello,
Night, Alice.
anybody here? Ivan,
Sleep tight.
what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a, hope you're doing pretty good today. It's good to see you here, man. Currently, right now, we are playing Detroit Become Human. We just found. Wait, hold up, Andy. Don't tell me this, man. Don't do this to me, bro. What do you mean, Andy? I'm trying to do everything in my power to make sure that we can be together. Don't do this to me, bro.
She's a sweet girl.
Yes. She's very brave. Do you know what you're going to do when you reach Canada?
I haven't really thought about it. I've never been free before. Free? I like the sound of it. But I don't know what it really means yet.
It's still snowing.
We have a long walk tomorrow. We better leave early if we want to avoid being seen. Kara, have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
No, what are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Stop! One more step and I'll shoot!
Don't be afraid. We don't want to hurt you. We're just like you. Our name is Jerry. We were working here before the park closed. We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there. What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us.
Oh boy, I was finna bust a cap in one of their ass.
She looks sad.
The last few days have been difficult.
We have something to show her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want to see?
Oh, I don't think she's in...
Well, she should follow us then.
Alice, I don't know if it's a good idea.
I don't think you have any choice.
Come on, Kara.
Oh man. What did I sign up for? We were supposed to go to bed tonight. Come on, young lady.
Be our guest.
Kakiko Ikipe.
The little one anyone can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
Man, this better be safe, bro. I swear to God, if Alice is in any type of danger, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Look at her face, though. She looks so happy.
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
She hasn't had much to smile about lately.
%87 complete. So we got through that one pretty well, actually. All things considered. It looks like there's another place that we could have went to, actually. We could have did something else. 2 other things. And then here, read. Stuff right here. So it looks like I missed only a few things. Yeah.
I mean,
But
goddamn,
for the most
Daddy.
part, I think that went pretty well.
What else went well?
That was pretty good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, cause I'm your daddy. How you doing?
Come on, Connor, get out the car. Fuck it. Let's go talk to him. Yeah, he's right this way. How was I supposed to get in there?
Nice view, huh? I used to come here a lot before.
When your son was around?
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant?
Do all androids ask so many personal questions, or is it just you?
I saw a photo of a child on your kitchen table. It was your son, right?
Yeah. His name was Cole.
Before what?
Hmm?
You said, I used to come here a lot before. Before what?
Before nothing.
We're not making any progress on this investigation. The Deviants have nothing in common. They're all different models, produced at different times, in different places?
Well, there must be some link.
What they have in common is this obsession with RA9. It's almost like some kind of myth. Something they invented that wasn't part of their original program.
Androids believing in God. Fuck, what's this world coming to?
You seem preoccupied, Lieutenant. Is it something to do with what happened back at the Eden Club?
Those two girls.
Alright, bye. Catch you later, man.
They just wanted to be together. They really seemed in love.
They didn't want anything. They're deviants. End of story.
What about you, Connor? You look human, you sound human, but what are you really?
I'm whatever you want me to be, Lieutenant. Your partner? Your buddy to drink with? Or just a machine? Designed to accomplish a task.
Did you feel anything when that girl killed herself, Connor? Or did you just not give a shit one way or the other?
Disturb the code. Let's go with code.
Of course I didn't feel anything, Lieutenant. I'm a machine. Machines don't have emotions.
But are you afraid to die, Connor?
You shouldn't do that, Lieutenant. Destroying me at this point would deal a blow to the investigation. And have negative consequences for your personal situation.
What'll happen if I pull this trigger? Nothing? Oblivion? Android heaven?
Nothing. There would be nothing.
Damn!
Why didn't you fucking try to appeal to his humanity? Why would you do all that?
I didn't think he would do it.
Nigga, you know he don't fuck with androids. You ain't pay attention to the queue at this point in the game when the old girl killed herself? And you couldn't convince her? Or you didn't try and stop her from killing herself? Hank didn't like that.
Damn!
Yeah, you completely appeal to his bias that androids ain't shit and they don't feel anything. So there's no reason to give them any consideration.
But Connor didn't give me any options.
What?
He didn't give me any humane options. I guess there was a couple of them towards the second path because the first one was just like rationalize, be angry, or do nothing. But damn, he killed his ass. Shit, I wonder what happens now.
I think you're supposed to get angry. I think. I don't know.
Let's find out. Shit, that was a turn in the story I did not expect.
Because that's Maris did the same stupid ass thing.
Well, I didn't like Connor in the first place.
True.
I thought he was a fucking coon.
Yeah, I mean you can make him play less coonish, but he's still pretty deep in that sunken place.
Marcus is so pissed off. Look at him. He ain't for none no
How,
more.
how come don't nobody suspect this motherfucker? He put that little jacket. He don't got his hood on or nothing. Well, no, a lot of people not wearing hoods.
We
Even though
can't
it's
stay
fucking
silent
snowing.
anymore.
All
It's
y'all
time
niggas
humans
robots.
heard
What
what
the fuck?
we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us. And revealing ourselves put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it. That's the only way.
What do you want to do?
Channel 16 broadcasts from the Stratford Tower. The control room is on the top floor. That's where we need to go.
Where this nigga get clean ass clothes like this?
We'll plan the operation down to the smallest detail. We can't leave anything to chance.
But he fucking shot Connor. I still can't believe he did that. Oh wait, hold up. Who's still here in the chat? Because if no one's here, then I'll stop it right here so that way I don't continue the story without anybody.
I think.
Because I went to bed. And I don't know.
I think is Alfie still here?
Because it went down to 9. It went back up to 10. We were at 16 though, so that's what I'm trying to figure out where we at.
And I think that 9 and 10 is that install of people who just sit there and don't say shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and YouTube said that they had made a mistake and they gave me back my views. I never seen that before.
Hey, that's what's up.
They were like, "Oh, we're sorry. There was a mistake on our end. Here's back your views or whatever." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Anyway,
It doesn't look
hello,
like it.
hello. Yeah, no, they're all gone. I think Alfie's sleeping in the call right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pause it right here because I think this would be an exciting point to pick it up from. Shit, dude. Fucking Connor died. I still can't believe that shit happened.
I still can't believe you and her killed him. That shit's stupid.
Cause he's a fucking coon. But I didn't
In the
think
exact same way, dog. Because you see on the path, there's like 2 options. So instead, what she did is she was ironic to him, and like he still got pissed off and shot you anyway.
I mean, I kept it robotic because that's what Connor is. He never deviates. He always acts the same. He's never shown any signs of human emotion. I remember I try to keep it as close to the character as possible in my first playthrough. If I play this again, I'll start playing it like how if I was in their shoes type of thing. And I think the writers did that on purpose to test to see, to put a real shock point in there that we wouldn't expect. So that was the part that they were talking about where like people's lives are online. Because if you play it on the difficulty that we're playing it on, because I'm pretty sure she picked the same difficulty as me, didn't she?
I think so.
Yeah. Where people's lives are on the line. So there's way more options to pick from. And because there's way more options to pick from, your choices really, really matter now. Whereas if you would have picked it on an easier difficulty, it would have been a set path because it's a set story that they wanted you to follow.
I mean, it still has a branching path. It just has less. The quick times don't go as fast, and there's less likely for you to fuck up stuff.
Yeah.
And they give you more hints.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. This has been Zukim1, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Daddy.
Yo, Ripperoni to fucking Connor though. That nigga's dead.